Camera number 49 of 365 is the Pentax ME, an aperture priority camera, and to operate the aperture priority mode we need to insert two LR44 batteries into the base of the camera. It does have a single manual 1/100th of a second mode, but let's just put the batteries in to operate the camera fully. So to put our LR44 batteries in, we place the positive terminal down into the camera and then put the battery cover back on. Oops, rushing there. It's being right-handed, it's makes it difficult sometimes to. There we go. Put the cover back on. There we go. So the camera can now be used as intended in full auto or aperture priority mode. So looking at the front of the camera, we have on this occasion a Takuma 8 3.5 to 4.5 28 to 80mm zoom lens, which is removed by just sliding the lens release and rotating anti-clockwise. That allows us to see on the right hand side here the flash sync port, which is got a cover on, and then the self timer. Now the self timer is actuated not by the shutter button, you actually have to kind of push it and it gets underway. This one just about makes it to the end. There we go. Okay, so let's just put the lens back on, and then looking to the top of the camera, we can set our film speed by lifting the collar of this dial and rotating it, which also is a auto exposure compensation dial, which we can go from +2 to -2, but we stick it on +1 if we want it to be exposed as per box speed of our film. Opening the film shutter, film chamber with the rewind lever, and then on the right hand side we have film advance, and then we have just 4 positions: lock, auto. We have one manual mode, as I mentioned earlier, I think 1/100th of a second, which is also the flash sync speed, and then bulb, which keeps it open for as long as we keep either our finger on the button or a release. Okay, so I think that's probably it. So let's just look at putting a film through the camera now. So we put our film into the camera by lifting the film rewind and threading the film into the slotted film advance spool. There we go. And then, so let's just see what 1/100th of a second sounds like on the camera. And then we rewind our film in what is perhaps the traditional method, pressing the button on the base and rewinding the film back into the canister. And there we go. That has been the Pentax ME camera number 49.